All right, here's how to target your exact audience on Facebook when you're running ads, because it used to be very easy where you can select a few interests. You could choose Peloton, Lululemon, a bunch of different things, run your ad to that audience. Hopefully you'd get a winner out of that and you could scale it up because you knew exactly the audience that you were hitting. Unfortunately, iOS 14 came out 2 years ago at this point, and it's just not that easy to do that. You have to fully find your own audience within your ad. When I say that, I mean your ad has to target your audience from the beginning of your ad. The copy, the creative, the talent all have to match the audience that you're trying to hit, because you can't target just anything anymore. Interests are not as accurate, and your creative basically became the targeting at this point. And when you cast your talent, it should match the exact demographic that you're going for. For example, if you're targeting 55-year-old plus women in an ad for your product, you should cast someone who looks similar to that demographic that you were trying to hit. Because I can give you an example. When I was running a pillow product, our exact demographic or our perfect audience was the Lululemon Peloton moms that had money and were willing to spend $100 on a pillow. So we started with interests a few years ago. We started with interests, and at this time they were starting to burn out, but they weren't fully done yet. So we started with those interests, found that audience, and then we scaled up to about a few $100,000 a month. And once we burnt those interests out, we went fully broad. And now it's more efficient to start out fully broad and focus on the creative as opposed to targeting that audience, because a few years ago, who you were targeting did a majority of the legwork of the ad. Now the creative is the full focus. Creatives have to be so much better to actually capture the attention, and you can't just target an interest and expect it to work. You need to actually find the audience within your creative. So the only way to do this is for your creative to match the exact audience that you're going for. You have to use the terms that your audience is using. You have to cast people that is either going to capture the attention of your demographic or that looks like your demographic. You have to realize that your demographic is going to buy things from people that look like them or people that they want to look like. So in our ads, we're targeting 55-year-old plus women, and the biggest talent and the most successful talent in our ads was a 35-year-old male who was just attractive, and all the older women would comment, asking if he came with the pillow, and they would just engage with the ad because they love the talent. Then of course we would test older females, and that did work as well. But to capture our ideal audience, we had to go with this 35-year-old male. He initially captured the attention, and we went from there. That basically cut the CPMs in half, because when you're first starting out, CPMs are through the roof, and this is what basically allowed us to start to scale up. And we saw this happen with Dr. Squatch. When we were running ads for Dr. Squatch, the top performing talent was an attractive female, because you're trying to go for, older men, 25 plus men, not necessarily older, but 25 plus. I think 35 to 40 was the ideal demographic for Dr. Squatch. And of course, any male audience is going to react to an attractive female. So a lot of the ads in Dr. Squatch were, females in the shower, couples, a lot of sexual attraction things. A lot of ads were, getting the girl's number, getting hit on, a lot of just, things that basically Axe body spray would do. You buy this product, you get the girls, and it always will work, and that's what worked very well for Dr. Squatch. We casted and we scripted based off of what the demographic is going to respond to, and that's what you need to focus on with your ads. Write the scripts based off of how your demographic is going to respond, right? Your 35-year-old, 55-year-old women are not going to respond to the word Riz. They're not going to respond to a lot of things that are going on, right? They're not going to respond to current trends that they see on TikTok or that you see on TikTok. They're going to respond to things on Mom Talk, Water Talk, different things that they're seeing on their Explore page, right, or their For You page. So if you search up these terms, or you can even switch your TikTok account, right? You can change the age on your TikTok account. I know a lot of people in marketing actually have two socials. One, that they engage with female content because females get a lot of the better ads, and they switch their gender to female and their age to be older, so they get a lot of the better ads. They're seeing all this stuff for the liver, the gut, the feet health, because usually those ads for that demographic are crushing. They're absolutely destroying, and you can probably search a lot of those on the ads library. You can search all those different terms and see those ads that are actually definitely working right now. But the only way to actually target your demographic and successfully hit the people that you want to buy your product is to have them in your ads. Write the scripts based off of that. If you're going for older, make it look more like an infomercial. Make it look like something that they're typically going to respond to on their newsfeed. What influencers are they following? What content do those influencers make? Are they watching a lot of cooking things? How are those cooking videos formatted? Is it more long style? I would assume that a 5-minute video will work better for them than a post-it note static. I would assume that, a longer form video with a talent just talking, maybe in a kitchen and more of a set, they would respond more to that as opposed to someone in the car just showing a product really quick and just a basic testimonial. I would also think that, bigger captions with highlighting the words, they would also react to that. So there's just different things that you can put in your ads to make your ideal audience click and then engage with your ad. Because even though interests are not an option right now, if you focus on your creative, it's going to hit that target audience no matter what. So if you cast based off of the audience that you're going for, write the scripts based on how they talk, and that editing style should match exactly the content that they're used to consuming, your ad should be a winner and it should hit the exact demographic, right? If you're going for younger, there's different words and terms and trends that are going on those For You pages, on those Explore pages. I would also try to match that if you're going for younger. It could be short form, it could be very catchy, crazy hooks, and you can say the trending words at the moment. And talk about Big Justice and the Rizzler. So this is exactly how you can go for your target audience when you're running your Facebook ads. Thank you so much for watching.